In Tokyo, Japan, COVID cases soar to a 6-month high as the city gets ready to open the Summer Olympic Games in just 2 days.
Tokyo has more than 1,800 new infections. Cases among younger, unvaccinated people are sharply rising. Japan's vaccination push is also weakened because of uncertain supplies there. About 23% of the country is fully vaccinated. And Tokyo is now under its 4th state of emergency set to expire next month. This will run till the 22nd of August and cover the entire Olympic Games. First Lady Jill Biden is on her way to Tokyo to lead the U.S. delegation. And a number of Olympic athletes are dealing with positive COVID cases, even among those who are fully vaccinated. More than 70 cases have been linked to the Games already.
So joining us now with more insight on these Games, Washington Post sports reporter Emily Giambavo is joining us right now from Tokyo. Emily, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, my question is, how are you feeling? As far as being there, I'm sure you're vaccinated. What is your day-to-day routine? What do they have you do every day as far as, testing and things like that?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. It's a very Olympic-centric life we're living as media. All you do is really stay in your hotel, go to the venues, and go to the press center. We really haven't been anywhere other than that. And everyone, whether you're an athlete or a journalist like I am, had to be tested twice before you got here and then once before you could leave the airport. And then we were tested for the first 3 days and then every 4th day after that. And athletes are tested every day, even while they're here. So it's been a lot of testing and a lot of protocols. It almost feels like we're going back in time to where the U.S. was last year, but things have been going okay from my perspective, and we'll kind of see how it keeps unfolding.
Well, you just heard us reporting on the spikes there in Tokyo. I'm wondering what the mood is. What is the sentiment like there with 70 people connected to the Games testing positive? How do the Japanese people feel about the Games actually going through?
Yeah, there really just has been a lot of concern from the Japanese people, and it's justifiable. Bringing in tens of thousands of people, even without spectators, you have media and just everyone needed to hold these games, and that's got to be worrying to a country and a city that doesn't want to keep seeing these cases going up. So they have been pretty outspoken, and public opinion is not great here. And the IOC has been completely steadfast in just saying that the games will go on and they're going to hold them as planned.
And let's talk a little bit about the IOC. The president today saying he's very hopeful that things are going to go on. But as I said last night when we were talking to a reporter, initially the president there had said that everything's going to be okay, it's wonderful, but then later said that was all an act. So that's a little disconcerting, isn't it?
Yeah, and at the IOC press conferences I've been at, they're now kind of trying to reiterate that there is not zero risk, right? Like, people are going to test positive, and it's a matter of how quickly can you identify them? How can you control the spread? How do you make sure this doesn't get out of hand? And it does remind me a lot of what we saw in sports in the U.S. when they started back up. It never went perfectly. There were always going to be cases. But the problem with the Olympics is just you have people coming from all over the world and bringing them together all at once. And you can't avoid mingling. And they're just trying to see if they can keep it from spiraling.
I'm sure that city leaders there, the IOC, were all saying, "Come on, you've got to be kidding me. The timing of this spike is just about as unfortunate as it could be here." How are the athletes coping with this? We know the ones that have to sit back because of, positive associations. How are they coping with all of this?
I think the athletes in general usually just say they're really happy to be here, and it makes sense. I think when the Olympics got postponed last year, they realized that this wasn't guaranteed. And for athletes, sometimes you might only have one chance to go to the Olympics. And if that had gone away entirely, I think they'd rather be here with the restrictions than to not have an Olympics at all. And of course, that's the athlete perspective. But they in general are glad there's an Olympics.
So Emily, a couple of games have already started, right? I think the soccer team, the soccer team lost to Sweden already.
Yes, there was soccer and softball. I've been mostly plugged in on gymnastics and I'm going to trainings and about to head to the women's training there. But they have already started with opening ceremonies tomorrow.
And you talk about the gymnastics. You've got 2 alternates who have tested positive. And of course, they're probably scared to death. They don't want Simone Biles, the head of the team, to get COVID.
Yeah, so one alternate tested positive, and another one is considered a close contact
see.
and is in quarantine. But they were training at the same facility at the same time, and they were separated in different groups, but they were in that same facility. So I think everyone's just kind of like holding on, waiting, and making sure no other gymnast tests positive. But with such a kind of star-studded team with Simone Biles, I think everyone's holding their breath a little bit for at least the next few days.
Exactly. Emily, please be safe.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care. Well, the scorching summer heat will return soon. Demetrius Ivory is mapping it all out for you in your full forecast. That's less than 10 minutes away.
Also, a controversial compromise at City Hall.